Hello and welcome back to the Coaches Show. It's Coach Stoller's turn, and he's here. Coach, let's go right to last night to halftime of the event. Let's not even talk about basketball. Let's talk about you walking Katie Stoller and her being crowned queen last night.
Oh well, it was a great moment for us, for our family. She's we're very proud of her, and we're honored and humbled, and at the same time that she was chosen to be queen, and very happy for her. It was a wonderful day for her and for all of us, and we're very proud of her, not only to be queen, but the student that she is in school, and the walk, our Christian walk that she has in her life, and she really. We're very, very proud of her, it was just a great night.
You looked like a Dapper Dan last night, or Dapper Dad. Let me say that. Yeah. With the you was just down there. I mean, I don't know who had the bigger smile, you or her.
Yeah, it was fun. It was Coach Young had experienced that with his daughters, and he said it'll be a great moment. You'll really enjoy it. He hit it right on the button. It was a great moment for her, but it was also a great moment. I enjoyed every minute of it myself.
Yeah, and the problem was the anticipation, because it had been canceled twice before, and then you had to lead up to it, and finally it happened, and it was a great night for you, and congratulations to you and the family and to her.
Well, thank you very much.
Right.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, let's talk about basketball. Last night, a big win for the Goblins, including last night, 6 games to go. Schedule, talked with Coach Young a little bit, set it up in your favor. You got 4 home games. You get the 4 home games during the week, which doesn't mean you don't have any long bus rides where kids getting back when you got back-to-back nights. You got 2 road games on Friday night. Need to protect your 4 wins. Did 4 home games to help you with a run to punch your ticket to Alma. Started out last night with the win over Greenbrier. Kind of got a little revenge since they beat you down in their place, and now we're marching forward. Tonight it's Greenwood.
It's Greenwood, and I'm telling you, they may be the hottest team in the league right now. They beat Siloam Springs last night by 20, and they had 2 guys that can really score, and they have another one that is starting to come on. He's a sophomore. They're starting to bring along, and he's getting a lot of minutes. Notice he had 18 points last night. So they will be a handful, but hopefully we'll have another great home court crowd and have another home court game, because I'm telling you, our student body's been awesome, and our fans have been awesome, our band, our cheerleaders. It's a wonderful atmosphere, and hopefully we'll have it again tonight, and it'll push us over the edge, because we definitely need this win.
And the other deal was Huntsville getting beat last night by Alma. Alma beat them at Huntsville.
Yeah, from what I read in the paper today, Huntsville was 11 for 40 from the three-point line. I didn't know they could do that. I've never seen anything below 65% from the three-point line, so I didn't know that had to be a misprint.
Was somebody dressed up? Did they take somebody that wasn't part of their uniform?
They must have. I don't know. They might have played their elementary team. I don't know. They don't shoot that bad from the three-point line at Huntsville, I don't think.
At Huntsville. Yeah. Maybe on the road somewhere, but not at home, right?
That's true.
But we talk about our schedule: 6 games in 2 weeks, 3 a week. Huntsville's got it pretty rough. They were forced to cancel a couple more games. So this is still a wide open. It's why it's a marathon and not a sprint. Especially when the weather did what it did. Each team, you gotta, when you go into the 5A West, we talked about this earlier in the year. You got to win at home in the conference games, and then you got to steal a couple on the road, and that'll put you in the top half of the bracket. We've done well protecting our home court. Still got 3 more to go. 3 tough games yet to go. Huntsville still got to come back Monday. Tonight you mentioned Greenwood, and then Valonia for senior night. So this is those games got to win, and then we got to win one somewhere else.
Sure do. That would put us in a real good position going and getting in the state tournament first of all, and then a real good maybe seed in the state tournament. So yes, those are games that we must get, and it's a challenging deal to put so much into a game and turn around and have to play another 5A West game the next night. But Greenwood's in the same boat tonight,
that's
so
right.
We're.
The
hopefully we'll meet that challenge.
The difference is we're at home 2 nights
in
a row.
You bet you. They got to get on the bus.
They got to get on a bus and come right up here. I talked a little bit with Coach Young. Greenwood got beat last night on the girls' side in overtime, and he says they might have a sting in them, but you never know what you can get after a long bus ride, and it starts to wear on kids. They are teenage kids. They they have a lot of energy, but they get tired too. And a bus ride, a 3-hour bus ride, is just not what you want to deal with.
That's true, and they've got to deal with it. And they're a hungry team. They hadn't been in the state tournament in a long time, and they're starting to smell it a little bit. And we're gonna have to jump on them quick and make a statement early, and just keep it going from that point. But I figure it'll be a real battle. It'll be another 5A West game. It was a pretty good game at their place. I think it was like 2 or 3 points in the last 5 minutes of the game. So we know what we're in for, and hopefully we'll be ready. We're going to have to execute our offense better than we did last night, but hopefully we'll do that and do whatever it takes to win.
Let's talk about last night's game a little bit. Big John played extremely well. He brings his lunch pail and his hard hat and goes to work every day out there. Controlled the middle. The paint was him. Had some big blocks. Got some real big pick and rolls for him. Battled on the boards consistently. Got what you needed from him, and he put them on their back and scored 21 last night to lead the way.
He'll do that. He gets a double-double every night, and sometimes he's been close to a triple-double with blocks.
Right, the blocks of some nights have been
But
huge.
he's just got a great anticipation on the shot. He knows how to time it, and offensively, he's a force down there. People always have to bring 1, 2 to 3 people to guard him, and that's when our shooters come to the forefront, and he'll find them. And that's where it starts. Just like every game, we go to him, see how they're going to defend, and we adjust from there. And he has really delivered, and we're looking for big things out of him tonight. Their postman's playing extremely well for Greenwood. He held the Siloam Springs post kid, the Henson kid, to 3 points last night.
Wow.
So John's got his work cut out for him tonight, but we believe in him, and we know that he'll get it done.
Let's talk a little bit about the defensive side of the ball. I thought Kendall Martin and Jackson Dorman extremely stepped up last night for you. Garden Burcham did a fantastic job. For a kid who's a scorer, he's going to get his points. The question is, can you control it? Can you maintain it? Can you get him to take bad shots when he wants it? And last night, that's what you saw. Kendall Martin, unfortunately, fouled out early in the fourth quarter. But Jackson Norman, you didn't miss a beat when you took him out and put Jackson in. They did a fantastic job.
They did. They're both very similar in their quickness and their athleticism. Both of them are very quick and play with a lot of intensity. And we tried to those are the two that we earmarked to guard Burcham, and both of them did a great job. And that was a big key for us. And, Kendall got in foul trouble. A lot of his fouls really weren't guarding Burcham. He got some rebounding fouls and things like that. So it's kind of unfortunate for him, but and for us. But Jackson did come in and step up and do a good job. We know he can. He's a great defender and really improving each and every day. So we're confident in both of them, and we're very pleased with what they did with him, because it's a key doing a job on Burcham. You got to force him into tough shots, and they did that.
Last night, didn't shoot extremely well from the three-point line. First time in a long time we didn't hit double digits in 3 points. You had 7 last night, and we're talking about not hitting double digits. I mean, we scored 21 from the 3-point line, but little struggles. A lot of that contributed to a little rust. Hadn't played that well, and you can only play each other for so long, and then you get tired of it. You actually want to go against somebody differently.
Yeah, you're right. We were concerned about that going in. Our second game, and I believe it was 17 days.
Yes.
And we were very concerned about that, and. Offensively, we were very rusty in our execution and in our shooting, but hopefully we'll play through that tonight and shoot the ball a little bit better against Greenwood.
That'll be good. The line will come out and people will have fun. Talk about some things coming down the road. I know you don't want to look forward to it. You don't want to look past tonight because it's important. Friday night you're on the road. Need a big win. Hopefully we can kind of springboard from last night's win and tonight's victory, and then maybe get a clean sweep for the week.
You bet. It'd be great. Siloam Springs is a tough place to play. And, they really get up for Harrison when we come to town, and they will be again. It's their Colors Day.
Oh, is it?
The boys are playing first. For those of you going if you're going to a girls' game, you can leave a little bit later. If you're going to the boys, you need to leave a little bit earlier.
Early.
And if you're going to both, we'll see you there. But they're very good, and they play very well at home. And they'll be really pumped up for us. But you know what? If we just play the way we're capable of playing, we're very confident we can go down there and play well.
Yeah. Teague is there where it all goes through with them. He lit it up here We beat them, which is good. But yeah, that's the key right there for Siloam. And then Monday night, Huntsville comes to town, which will be the rubber game of the match. I know we don't want to really get too far ahead of it. They won the game that counted. We won with the Lyndall Thomas. We love to hoist that trophy. But the key is the conference wins, and that's obviously the number one goal is the conference victories, and then the conference title, and then obviously springboard ourselves into the state tournament.
Yes, that would be a big momentum boost. That's a rivalry, and it's unlike any other in our league. I don't care who's playing who. You can go Alma Greenwood, you can go anybody. I don't think there's a bigger rivalry than Harrison Huntsville in our league, and both teams will be ready to play. Both teams will play well, and should be a fun night.
Should be a fun night, Coach. We appreciate you coming out. Next week, hopefully, we'll be talking about our seating, and we've secured a spot for 2 weeks from today when we're packed up and headed to Alma, and we're figuring out who we're playing. Hopefully that's what we're talking about next week.
You know, that's what we're playing for.
That's what we're playing for. Until next week, this has been the Coach's Show. I'm your host, Lauren Tepper, and I appreciate Coach Young and Coach Stoller coming out and giving us some insight about the Goblins and Lady Goblins. Until next week, this has been the Coach's Show.